Round 5 of the South African Off-Road Championship moved to the Eastern Cape for the Queen Motor Spare Settler 400, with the race headquarters at the Aldo Scribante circuit in Port Elizabeth. With 2 rounds of the championship left after the Settler 400, the event was an important one for those with championship aspirations in the various categories. Going into the Queen Motor Spare Settler 400, Alex Vowles held an 8-point lead over Henny Human in the motorcycle 200 class, with Graham McLaughlin comfortably ahead of pre-race favourite Daryl Curtis in the 250 category. Riaan van Niekerk led the 500 class ahead of another fancied rider in Toyota 1000 Desert Race winner Errol Dalton. Pre-race favourite Daryl Curtis on the Pro Action AGA Panasonic KTM set the early pace in the motorcycle category. Right up with Curtis in the opening stages was Alex Vowles, running at the head of the 200 class on the Antilex Dairy Kawasaki. 500 class championship leader Riaan van Niekerk on the PD Motorcycles Honda looked to be in a spot of bother and was soon overtaken by Graham McLaughlin on the Lesotho Office Equipment Honda. The pair were being chased by Errol Dalton on the Lesotho Office Equipment Honda and Kevin Fisher on a privately entered Kawasaki. Also running strongly in the early stages was Brian Bontekoning on the Antilex Shumwells Yamaha, who had shown good form since returning to the top competition. The pace was hectic, and in the 200 class, Lance Trethaway on the number 3 machine had started into second place behind Alex Vowles, but could not match Vowles for pace. Vowles on the number 4 bike was gradually opening up a sizable gap on the battalion. It was looking like emerging as a challenger for overall honours. Riders on 200 class machines don't often win national championship events, but Vowles was looking in good shape. A terrific battle was expected to develop between Toyota 1000 Desert Race winner Errol Dalton on a big Lesotho Office Equipment Honda and Daryl Curtis on the Pro Action AGA Panasonic KTM. Dalton was going along well in the early stages of the race before a tyre problem was to see him gradually slip down the field to eventually finish a disappointing 16th. After a subdued start to the race, Riaan van Niekerk on the PD Motorcycles Honda started to put it all together. Leading the 500 class, van Niekerk found himself caught up in a terrific battle late in the race with Alex Vowles, who was way out in front of the 200 brigade. Van Niekerk had moved ahead of Kevin Fisher, who was also going along steadily on a privately entered Kawasaki. Brian Bontekoning had run into a few problems along the route and was trying to make up time on Kevin Fisher, Wayne Farmer and Graham McLaughlin, who were all running ahead of him. Lance Trethaway had dropped a long way behind Alex Vowles in the 200 class, but was in line for a top 10 finish. While little private duels developed throughout the field, there was no holding Daryl Curtis, who was gradually building up a comfortable cushion over Riaan van Niekerk and Alex Vowles. At the finish, Curtis was 9 minutes ahead of van Niekerk, who had only 10 seconds in hand over Vowles for the first 3 home, also taking class honours.
The route was fine. It was very tricky, quite a few lurkers, rocks, you had to be very careful. It was fairly fast.